I will welcome you to introduce yourselves, please.
Public service, maybe audit, where some of the staff members were dismissed.
Thank you very much. Maybe you received our summons.
This way. Yeah. Us in question, to tell this committee the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Okay, thank you very much, the Sergeant. Before we proceed, I will take you through the terms of the committee. This committee was formed on 24th September 2024, approved a motion for the formation of ad hoc committee for investigation on project implementation for the financial year 2022-2023 and 2023-2024 NARIC and personnel emoluments or anything relating to it, or any part thereof, to sit and to investigate on the issues here under itemized as the mandate of the committee. The committee has the following mandate. 1, to with respect to flagship projects, flag and allege non-existent projects as spelled out in the implementation committee reports laid on the table of the House on 17 September 1, investigate whether there was a financial impropriety on projects across the county departments, establish whether there was a breach of the Constitution on any other applicable law by state or public officers in the execution of projects. 3, investigate whether the laid down procurement processes were followed in the award of tenders and recommend appropriate action to be taken against identified breaches. B, establish the actual cost of personnel emoluments incurred during financial year 22-23 and 23-24 and circumstances, if any, occasioning violation of Section 107 of the Public Finance Management Act, and whether public funds were irregularly paid to personnel emoluments. C, with respect to the National Agricultural Inclusive Growth Project, investigate on the following. A, whether funds were utilized in a prudent and responsible manner. B, beneficiaries of NARIC projects and their physical locations. C, whether the procurement processes were there too. D, with respect to the hire of county machinery and on motor vehicles too, as contained in the project implementation report laid on the table of the House on 17 September 2024, establish 1, circumstances leading to the hire of road machinery or motor vehicles, whether the tendering processes were adhered to in accordance with the procurement and other applicable laws, the actual works done and location, the total amount of money paid vis-a-vis the budget allocation per project, and finally, the committee has a responsibility to report back to the House. So I wish to welcome you once more. And the reason of you being here is that you've been mentioned adversely concerning the county farm machinery, that you are the ones that you've been managing the farm machinery belonging to the county. So maybe I will give you some minutes to give us the background information concerning the same farm machinery.
Thanks, Chair, honorable members. First and foremost, I'd like to take you through what we do at the AMS section. At the moment, we have 6 tractors, 8 tractors, two of them, one is in Kaimosi and the other one at the administration department, which is doing garbage collection.
So you are saying 8?
We have a total of 8 tractors. So in addition to that, we have 5 plows, disc plows. That is for tillage operations. We have 1 potato harvester. We have an hydraulic trail harrow. arrow, which is hydraulic operated arrow. We have a potato planter, a potato bed former, and a soil auger. We have also 3 forage harvesters. However, at the moment, one is functional, 2 are faulty. But however, at some point, before end of August, we are doing the repair of one. So at least one is operational at the moment. So those are the key implements we have. In the department also, or in the section, we have
you are too fast, eh?
I'm too fast, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moderate your speed, please.
What else could you me?
Maybe one potato harvester,
One?
a potato planter.
Yes.
What is the next implement?
We at the forage harvester, we have 3. One is operational, 2 are faulty, but we are in the process of repairing the second one. I thought it would have been maybe operational by end of September, if not about the case that we were sent home. So we were in the process of doing that. We have an hydraulic trail arrow. We have a potato planter, a potato stroke bed former, depending on maybe what somebody is going to plant. We have a soil auger. That is the one used to drill holes, maybe if you want to plant coffee and the likes. And I talked about the disc plows. We have 5. Whereby at the department we have 3, 2 are in Kaimosi. Yeah, I think those are the key implements we have in the section, the AMS section. We have 6 operators. That is the plant operators, specifically the drivers, who are running this machinery. I think the names are there. I think they were supplied. I don't know if you may need that at the moment, but we have at least 6.
Okay, can you tell us on the modalities when it comes to hire?
Okay, first and foremost, a farmer will request for a service, depending on the nature of service. Here we have several services. We have tillage operations, that is plow. Yes. We have arrowing, we have forage harvesting. So depending on what the farmer wants. So the farmer will make a request. Either way, the farmer might come to the department or conversely make a phone call. So if in case, maybe if the farmer is far, let's say a place like Chepterway, the farmer will call the department. So once a call has been made, the farmer is put on the queue because we serve farmers on first come, first served basis. So at that particular point, when the time is right, the coordinator, who is Milka here, will go to the farm to ascertain the acreage. We have an app which measures the acreage of the land to be performed, whereby the tilling operations or whatsoever case needs to be done. So once that is done, the farmer, because maybe it's on case to case, we have a form, which is a request form by the farmer detailing what needs to be done. So if the farmer is far, definitely will not call the farmer to come to the department because we will inconvenience, considering maybe the distance and the costs which are going to be incurred. So at that time, she will go with the requisition form, confirms the acreage of the land, then comes back. Once confirmed, the tractor is sent to the respective farm, considering the distance. Maybe at the distance, 0 to 5 kilometers, we don't charge mobilization fee. That is the fee for fuel to ensure that the tractor reaches the particular stated farm. So at that point, we have the apps, we can ascertain how far it is from the office to that place. So that one will be paid by the farmer. So once everything has been ascertained, the farmer makes a payment to the revenue account. And at that point, the operation is done and then the tractor comes back. So we engage the driver. So, okay, maybe I've missed on something. After the confirmation of the size of the land, the driver is now engaged. At the moment, we've created a turnaround time of not more than 3 days to ensure that the farmers or we over services in a very effective and timely way. So once that is done, the operation is done. Then we go to the next farmer on the queue. That is basically what we do. Or else if you have something to add on, I'll chip in to answer.
Can you give us the various rates that you use?
Okay. We have several kind of rates. First and foremost, we have the dry rate, and we have the wet rate. The dry rate is a case, is a scenario whereby maybe before July this year, or August, because there was a deliberation with the finance department. Maybe the department was seeing that the income we were raising was not much. So at first, the farmer would only pay the dry rate. In this case, the dry rate is the amount less the operational expenses. That is the fuel, the driver charges. So the dry rate, let's say for the new land, you would charge 1,400 shillings per acre. For the dry land, or just the which has already been plowed before, we charge 1,000. Arrowing new land, that is 630 per acre. Bed forming, 600 shillings. Potato planter rate per acre is 600. Potato harvesting, 800. Forage harvesting, we charge 4,000 per acre. All digging, we charge 8 shillings per all. So that is the dry rate. But for the wet rate now, whereby the farmer will pay everything inclusive, will charge 4,000 for the new land. For the already plowed land before, that is the land which has already been in operation, we charge 3,000. The arrowing of new land is 2,000, bed forming 2,000, potato planter 2,000, potato harvesting 2,500, forage harvesting 12,000, all digging 25. That is basically what we charge.
You've said maybe now I'll hand over to the honorable members to put their concerns across.
Thank you, Chair. I was out. Maybe I'm Richard Bett, member to this committee. It's mentioned that they have 8 tractors.
Yes.
Where are these tractors currently?
We have them at the department. They're packed. Because I said we have 8 tractors. 1 at the administration and 1 at Kaimosi.
Maybe, Chair,
Yeah, so we have
could it be possible if we mention the names as honorable member is asking to, so that it can be in simple terms? Would you give us the registered?
Or the registration number?
The registration
Yeah, I
numbers.
can give you
So
that.
as
Okay.
You've said 1 is in administration.
Yes, yes.
Administration where, particularly? You know, we have many
Administration.
administration
I
offices.
think the municipality, because it's doing garbage collection. I had stated that earlier. I think you were not around.
Okay.
Yes.
And the rest?
I can state, as maybe our honorable member has requested, 29 CG 65A is in Kaimosi. 29 CG 064A is at the department. 29 CG 036A at the department. 29 CG 090A is at the administration. 29 CG 229A at the department. 29 CG 249A at the department. 29 CG 25A at the department. I don't know, am I clear with that?
You are.
Yes.
In the list you've given,
Yes.
1 is in administration and the other one in Kaimosi.
Yes.
Now that Kaimosi is autonomous,
Yeah.
with the right to be sue and to sue,
Yes.
what kind of arrangement and engagement do you have with them as a department?
Okay.
And which value
Okay.
do we get out of that tractor working? And by the way, what is it doing in Kaimosi?
Okay. I was to come into that in my other submissions, but I can explain on that. We've had that as an issue. We addressed that as a section. In fact, I addressed it. And further to that, maybe there is this function which is ongoing at the moment, the World Food Day. So they had requested. In fact, initially or at first, they used to take through a phone call. But I came in and I said it's important that they be making a written request towards the same. Because at times, we can say we would not deny them, because at some point, I can remember, we don't have a tipping trailer or a trailer. I can remember a time the farmers needed coffee. So we had to request from them. So it's a case whereby we assist each other for the common good of our people. Because at times, we were saying we cannot give them. But at some point, you'd also need them. So basically, we have found somewhere whereby you cannot really make a decision. Unless once we are maybe sufficient with everything, we might actually stick to the policy. Because I believe at times, we can break the policy for the success or to achieve a certain objective to satisfaction of our people. So at times, maybe you can allow me to give into that.
Thank you, Chair. For how long have you served in that position?
Around from May, it's a short while.
May last year?
This year,
This year?
yes.
Are you able to tell us what you've been able to generate
Yeah, in fact,
from farmers or other clients?
yeah, I heard it, but I tried to generate the report, but I was not able to get it effectively because the system had some challenges. Because we requested, definitely that one again, I can say I can leave it to the authorities, because I was trying to ask it from someone, because personally, I'm not entitled to. Yeah, so I can say, if possible, you can allow me, or you can allow the chief officer of the department to respond on that. But sufficiently, I know we've made some sufficient income in the month of August. We've really done something great, and I know we'll be going far as a department. In fact, at some point, this chief officer was applauding the section for the good work, because he was saying there are very few complaints this time around. So I believe you are doing it right.
As you served in that position, yes, what are some of the lessons learned that you feel, if you share with this committee, can help you as a department?
The lessons learned?
Yeah.
That is from who?
And the challenges?
Yeah, there are challenges. There are several challenges.
Yes.
The first challenge is that we have drivers who are not, in the system, they are not duly employed. So at times you'd find it hard to reprimand them. So it's a bit of a challenge. Yeah. So that's an issue which needs to be addressed first. Further to that, it's a challenge to reprimand them, but they're also suffering, because they're really trying to work for the county and they're getting nothing. I believe they have families and they're maybe going through a lot of challenges. So I think such an issue needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair.
Chair, I think on top of that, you have already, I was to ask you about the drivers. How did you arrive on picking these drivers anyhowly? We call them squad. Was it your decision? How did you, because I believe that you cannot see me from anywhere and you call me and tell me just jump on this tractor,
Yeah.
go, whatever you will get, I'll pay you something. How did you reframe that one?
Okay, Honorable.
What was the procedure you used to pick them?
Okay.
Because I believe that you didn't pick anyone.
Okay, Honorable Member, thank you for that. I found the drivers when I joined the section. However, much has been said, they are good drivers, because even if I cannot tell how they were picked, I can say they are good because they have really been able to sacrifice. They really work without a pay. They have really stepped out of their mandate to deliver. They are very good, if given a chance.
Chair,
If I was
through the chair,
yes.
I'm not disputing that they are not good people.
Yes.
You see, for even insurance, for that truck, yes, for anything that it happened, it cannot compensate anyone who is not even, who is not employed. Remember, this is a government, this is a county machine.
Yes.
And the person holding it or driving it is not an employee of the county company. Don't you see you are just contravening the law?
Okay, Honorable Member, let me answer that. In fact, one of the Honorable Members had asked me what is the challenges you've faced as an individual. So I had said that is part of the challenges I'm facing. So if that is addressed, I believe everything will flow and service delivery will be done effectively to the people of Nandi.
Chairman, through that, as I continue, now, once you faced that was a challenge, what did you do as a person?
Yeah, we've sat severally. In fact, there is a time we sat, I, the CEO Finance, and the CEC Finance, and our CEC. In fact, in the month of August, they were supposed to be paid as casuals. We really talked about it. It has been an issue of concern each and every time. It has been a very big issue. I think it has never been.
Do you have any memo you did?
We can check through the departmental meetings. They are there. They are there. No memo as such, but I can ascertain the same has been talked about severally.
Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Bet.
Thank you. Allow me to ask the witness to clarify about dry rate, tilling, and wet rate.
Okay.
And maybe I can direct that one to Milka, kindly. Because earlier you use dry rate. Can you clarify this, Honorable House, about the rates, how you used to charge? How farmers used to fuel, how much per acre, and how much remains for the revenue for the county?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Through Chair, dry rate is when a farmer pay 1,000 to county revenue and 15,000 for fuel.
15,000?
1,500. That one for free fares.
So okay, so you use the farmer used to pay 1,000 for fueling. 1,000 for fueling.
No, 1,000 for revenue account.
And then 1,500 goes to
petrol station.
who
for
exactly in petrol station?
Sir?
Whom do you pay at the petrol station? Is it the owner of the petrol station?
A farmer pay for fuel.
Through M-Pesa or a pay bill?
Yes, through the M-Pesa. Till
Okay.
number.
Okay, maybe.
Chair, on the same as the honorable member was concluding that. Now, for this one that you say it is generated to the county, which account do you normally pay to?
There is a pay bill.
At any given time, is there any farmer who sent money to your M-Pesa?
No?
So you used to direct every coin to county revenue account?
It is not me who direct a farmer. My work is to go to the field, to measure the farm, and give the detail to our supervisor. The supervisor direct the farmer how to pay.
And who is the supervisor?
My colleague here.
Oh, your colleague. Okay, my next question. Tell us about the wet rate. You have said earlier you use a dry rate. Now you are on the wet rate.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Through Chair, wet rate is where a farmer pay all the amount to the county, and then the county give the fuel to a farmer.
So now you just, the driver just go to the farm after being fueled by the county.
The county
revenue.
fuel the tractor, and then the operator go to farm.
Thank you, through the chair.
The chair, may I ask you something? Okay, you have talked of 1,000 that a farmer pays. Okay, through there is a baby bill. So when the farmer goes with the tractor, the tractor will work all day long with that 1,000. Or how? Can you clarify there?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Member. Through Chair, it depends on the size of the farm. If it is one acre, it is 1,000. If it is more than, it depends from the acreage of the shamba.
So it is the acreage, not per day.
Not per day, it is the acreage.
So for how long have you worked with those machines?
5 years,
You have worked for 5 years.
yes.
From your point of view, do you think that the money that has been getting from these machines, can that money be able to sustain for the wear and tear of the machine and even to pay the drivers?
No,
Because there are times there are breakages. Okay, there are so many things because of when the tractors are working every day, there is wear and tear. So you have said no. So it means that the whole business is not sustainable.
Okay.
Okay. I think with the proper management, it is sustainable, because one thing we did currently is to assign each and every tractor to a specific operator. You know, at times, one of the members has talked about the squad. When the squad is used, the vehicle will be depleted easily. So when you assign a single driver to a specific tractor, there will be accountability. You'll be able to follow up on the breakages and repair. So if those things are done, if the right repairs is done, we can really get value for money. Let's say, for example, if the 3 forage harvesters were in place, with the current rate of 12,000, let's say in a day, if they are serviceable, with the 3 tractors, we can get that 6,000 per day. So in a month, recordly, let's say we work for 30 days, no weekends, we can make $1 million, 1.08 million. So it is really sustainable, if well managed. It is really possible.
Chair.
The question, you talked of wet rate. Let's take, for example, as there is a farmer in the far end of Chepterwoi, and he has just paid the wet rate. So you will fuel the tractor all the way from Kapsabet here to go all the way to Chepterwoi.
Okay, aside that, sorry, Honorable Chair, through the, yes. I had said there is a mobilization fee whereby we charge 1 liter per, 1 liter for every 8 kilometers, whereby the farmer will cater for that. And aside the wet rate, as she had said, 1,000 shillings is what is remitted to the revenue account. But there is another amount of money which will go towards the fuel and maybe facilitation of the driver. It is not specifically 1,000 per se.
Engineer,
Yes.
through the chair. I've heard you talking about mobilization fee.
Yes.
In finance committee, was it captured in finance bill?
Yeah, it is there. In fact, what I have,
Was mobilization fee captured?
yeah, it is written other costs stroke fuel. It is there.
Okay, through the chair, may I ask maybe some preliminary questions? Before you took over from in May, who was in charge?
In May, I believe it was
Who was in charge?
county agricultural engineer, in addition to her, and maybe that is what was happening. I cannot really tell.
Okay.
Yes.
So Milka, was it Milka? Have you ever been in charge of these machines?
I personal.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm through chair, honorable member, through chair. I'm asking only.
Yes. Have you ever been fully in charge?
No,
Okay, but there is a very senior person who said otherwise. That you have been in charge. Which organization was that you came? They said you came together with a tractor as a package.
okay.
Which organization was that?
RMM Patel, a company from Eldoret.
RMM Patel.
Yeah,
Okay. So did you then take care of the truck? Were you in charge fully at that time?
No, I was not in charge fully. When I came in, I found an engineer, former engineer, called Chafet Kirwa.
So Jafet Kiri was in charge.
Yeah.
And how it used to go the same way you are explaining now.
Okay. When we were with Chafet Kirwa, I used to be
Overall.
I enter county 2020. Through chair, may I explain the way I enter county?
Maybe through the chair, to simplify that, what is your job description, and are you an employee of Nandi County government? And how did you enter?
On that note,
Was your job advertised?
packing up the question from my colleague,
Let me find
are you the one who ignored the first summon?
Yes, I didn't ignore.
So I think you can just take up from where, then as you answer that. Thank you, Chair.
So I'm interested, therefore, what, I don't know whether you would answer, but anyway, maybe engineer would answer. What's the purpose of these tractors? Why were they acquired?
Basically for effective and efficient service delivery to our farmers.
Did it include working for the county in the administration?
Not necessarily.
Did it include yes or no?
No, no.
What about working in Kaimosi?
It's a no, but...
Thank you.
Yes.
So, because it's supposed to be a revenue generating,
Yes.
more or less,
Yes.
would you be able to explain why you are not charging anything to from the municipality for the use of that tractor?
Okay, let me explain on that. As far as I know...
Or are you charging something?
As far as I know, no, we are not charging. In fact, we talked about the same at the department level. And the CEO was following up after the same issue. In fact, I think he has written a letter to the administration department or the county secretary in that effect, if I'm not very sure. The same has actually been followed by the department. That one I can really confirm.
So how did the request come now that you've mentioned about the phone call and what have you? Did it also come through a phone call?
I cannot know it was a written something because it was agreed.
You are in charge then?
Not yet. Recently, maybe it was in July, that is when we talked about the same issue, that we needed all the tractors to be in place so that we can deliver effectively. So the CEO, I know, if us can really give us a better information.
Okay,
about the same.
maybe finally, as we then get to finish, during your period, I think it should be you. Are you? Did you go and measure the land of the CEC? Okay, what did the CEC use the tractors for?
Thank you, Honorable Member.
I'm talking about the CEC agriculture.
We use a whole hawker, whole dicker.
That's the only one you used?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about it.
It was the year when I was still new. It was 2020. And I got the direction from my former CEO. He's the one who directed me to release the tractor.
Okay, so take us through the process. What happened?
There is a farm manager for CC by the name Hilary. He's the one who, I think he's the one who called the former CEO. And the one, Hilary, was the one who paid. I think that is all about.
So what did he do? He paid who? And he paid out. Did you go and, normally go and measure?
I go and measure.
So what did you do? You measured and you found how many? What was the size? What was the size?
It was 1.5 acreage. Yeah. And then I give the details to my former engineer.
And that was the only time. When the CC was here, he said, sometimes I am on the waiting list. Sometimes. it sounded to me that he was using it frequently.
There is a day he requested for a service, but because the queue was low, he didn't manage to get the tractor.
Okay. Okay, finally, are there times when you have used it to plow your own farm or those of your relatives?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Through Chair, I don't have a land.
I mean, even including those of your relatives.
No.
What about you?
I've never used either.
Okay.
Chair,
Okay.
Yes. I think I had asked Milka, are you an employee of this county? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is your job description?
As a casual.
As a casual?
Yeah.
When did you enter to this as a casual?
Sorry?
You are saying you are a casual.
Yeah.
When did you come to this county and being employed as a casual, and by who?
I entered to be a casual in the 2021 February. I was engaged by former CEO, Mr. Wilson Lele.
So you are employed by Wilson Lele?
Yeah.
Did you went through the normal interview, or you are just employed directly?
I didn't went with any interview. It was direct.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, maybe engineer, do this machine, tractors have draggers? How do you drag them?
Oh yeah, we have a system called Elo Tractor. This one can really show maybe what the tractor has done, the number of hours which has been in operation.
Yes, I know the
point.
I know the Hello Tractor. Yes. Who is in charge?
I have it. I have the app myself. She also has, the CEO has it. So that one assists us for snap checking purposes.
You are three of them or four who have the tracker?
Yeah, basically that.
Okay.
Okay. Honorable Chair, maybe a final thing. So this thing you have,
yes.
Are you able to share with us?
The Elo Tractor.
I mean, not the system,
yes.
but whatever the tractor has done. The tractors have done, say, from the time they were bought.
Can we have a printout to that effect? That is what you mean, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe, yes, Honorable Chair and the members, maybe with your permission, I hope if you can allow, you can advise the CEO, because he's in authority and in much better position to assist on that. If you can allow, I'll greatly appreciate it.
Okay, maybe I have a
now
question.
that so that you can finish, Chair. Now, for you, engineer, are you still a worker, an employee of? Are you an employee of the county?
Not now, because you are discontinued.
Were you an employee at some point?
Yes, I was.
How were you employed?
Definitely, I just made an application. However, I didn't go through the interview process.
How did you do it?
I just made an application and visited the board and request for the job. I did a request, yes. However, previously, I had done interviews with the board as an assistant for an assistant director position. But for this case, I have not. I didn't do an interview. I'm very candid on that. Yes.
Yeah. Just make us understand, because we are also looking at personnel.
Yeah.
Issues of personnel, and since you are one of them,
yes.
Let us understand how did you get into to be employed?
Yeah, I may not shed more light, because I went and applied, and at some point I went back and I got the.
You mean?
I know it's a bit tricky. I know I cannot answer that, Chair.
Please answer. We are asking you a question.
In this case, I think, with your permission.
Witness, yes. Let me take up the matter.
Yes.
And I want you to be very direct.
Yes.
You've been asked a simple question.
Yes.
How did you get into the system?
In this system.
Yes.
Yes, I went and met the previous the CEO County Public Service Board and requested.
Who is this?
Hear you, please.
P on the mic, eh?
Yeah. I went and made an application concerning the same.
Yes.
With my credentials, I think I qualified to be employed. Yes.
application.
I think, Honorable Chair,
We
that question
we
is
are
a bit
asking
difficult.
on a
I'm very
procedure.
sincere and candid on it.
We are on a procedure,
Yes.
and we are asking you. You've said you applied.
Yes, yes,
You applied
yes,
for the position that you are holding before
yes,
the current
yes, yes,
the current crisis.
yes,
Now, you applied to the service board,
yes, yes,
service board of Nandi,
yes, definitely.
and then you are given a letter.
Yes, please.
By who?
I went and picked it at the board
Signed by who?
by the then CEO, that was Jacob Sisay.
Jacob Sisay.
Yes.
In May
No, that's a long time ago, 2019.
2019.
Yes.
So you have been in the county government of Nandi since 2019.
Yes, but I was
Since May, that is when you came to
to the section now to
to
support
the section.
AMS, yes.
So where have you been before you came to the
I was
section?
at the sub-county level as an agriculture officer.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it PNP or
No contract.
on contract?
Yes.
Chair, there is something that I've been listening keenly to witness. He has just narrated. I don't know, was there advert?
There was no advert, as I had stated earlier. There was no advert.
So you just wake up and do application?
Yes, yes.
Because I
did
find
so,
it
yes.
is ridiculous unless you see the advert is when
I
you
did so, yes.
you apply. But in this case,
Yes.
you just came confident,
Yeah.
do application,
Yes.
take it to the public service board.
Yeah, definitely. You have to work out your way to look for a job because the world is tough. I think everybody knows that. It's a bit tough.
Thank you, Chair. I think the witness has done.
Now, I have a question
Thank you.
to the witness is now becoming honest. I have a question to Milka. You've said that when a farmer calls and you have accessed the land, maybe 2 acres, the farmer pays to the revenue account. Before he pays, you do the assessment. Before the farmer pays. Do you do the assessment?
I do an assessment. After assessment, I forward the details to supervisor. And then supervisor is the one to guide the farmer how to pay.
Are you honest?
Yes.
100% honest?
Yes, I am honest.
Now,
Chair, as you ask that question, I'm a bit worried because here is the case whereby a farmer has just to make a phone call or neither make a request. Now, before you determine whether the tractor will be going to that, how do you go measure first, or you just go with the tractor and then you come? If that is the case, who normally meets the expense of going for assessment of that farmer?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Through Chair, the farmer is paying me my pay facilitation.
How does it pay, the facilitation? That is the question I was asking the other time. Assuming now I come from that far end of Captel, I have made a request by my phone. Maybe I called or I texted you. Now you were supposed to go and visit my farm. How could you then walk to that place? Or how do you make it? What means of transport do you normally use?
Either the farmer come to pick me. If the farmer will not come to pick me, he send me a fare.
And then that is why I was asking you, have you been receiving any cash from all this activity? And you told me no. So in this case, again, you are contradicting your earlier statement. That is what I meant. If you have been handing any from this. So thank you, Chair.
Honorable Chair, Milka, she is very honest. She is sincere. For facilitation, it is normal. Because it is not cut out for in the department. We understand. So maybe we are done. We are done, Honorable Chair. We are done.
Why are you coming to our defense?
Through the chair, I think I don't remember.
Honorable Chair, maybe she needs to refute a certain evidence we were given just to corroborate. Were there instances when the money for fuel was forwarded to you? Just continue with the sincerity.
No.
That's being sincere now.
Maybe through the chair, may I ask one final question? If in this case, Milka, I have a parcel of land that's around 2.5 acres. I've just told you I have 1.5 acres. Then you just tell me, okay, this is the normal way of paying. Then you just send a tractor, comes to my place, finds out that it was 2.5 acres. Now, in this case, I just tell you, Milka, let me just shelve this 1 acre, just let me pay the other 1 acre. Have you ever done something like that? And to be sincere, eh? Okay.
To be sincerely honorable member, through chair, I have not. Because the tractor, I have a tracker. CEO, supervisor, head of section, even sometimes Wasiri, he might access to track. So I have not.
So Chair, what about the supervisor engineer? How do you facilitate yourself to the site? How? Tell us also, be honest,
Okay,
be a truthful man.
Basically, I don't go to the site. She goes to confirm the acreage. But of late, when the revenue is now going or being handled by the finance department, there is a revenue vehicle. We've been using it at the moment to go to the field.
Now may I ask, so if this tracker is able to determine all this, why bother with these advanced visits?
No, you have to confirm because maybe not. The precision of the gadget, of the app might not be accurate. You need also to confirm, is it a new land to be plowed or has it been plowed before? Because the customer or the farmer might say it's a...
So the gadget sometimes is not precise.
The app might not be 100% precise.
Okay.
Conversely, as I had said, the farmer might come saying, yes, he's doing an already plowed land. Yet the land is for dry breaking, is for breaking. So that is also what necessitates us going to the field. Yeah.
Okay, honorable members, I wish to wind up the session. Maybe give your final remarks.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair, the honorable members. First and foremost, I'm thankful for this committee for giving us this opportunity to shed more light on maybe what you needed to support your cause. I thank you and I really appreciate your time. May you be blessed.
Thank you. Milka?
Through chair.
And you should give a reason first before you give your closing remarks. You had disowned our someone. You had disowned our someone.
Okay. Through honorable chair, honorable members, I really respect you. I didn't ignore your invitation. You know, 2 months ago, Engineer Zakaria has called all tractors to department. So I had no job. So I tried to go to Kisumu to look for a job. That is why I didn't come.
Okay, it's okay. Honorable members, I will now, on behalf of the committee, I want to express our thanks for honoring our summons. I think, Milka, that is normal. That is normal. That is life. So, and it was on a lighter note. Okay? So I'm very grateful as the chair.
Chair.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have a lot of respect for you, Chair. But I feel like I've listened to these two officials or other employees, and I've looked at this gentleman and the lady. I think this is a kind of sincerity we need from our employees. I've seen the seriousness in them, the dedication for their job, and the value they value their job. These are the people should be given opportunities.
Yes.
Other than people who are dancing in weddings and they're earning salary. Where there's some serious people working, giving a lot of input to this county are not considered. There's some unfairness, Chair, and I think moving forward, this committee should make some recommendations on such matters of concern. Thank you, Chair.
I support, Chair. I support.
Thank you, honorable
We support,
members.
Chair, we support.
Thank you, honorable members. So we are actually grateful, and you've exhibited some honesty pertaining the issues that were brought across the committee. So otherwise, maybe I will only direct that in conjunction with the CEO. Can you give us a printout on about this app that you have? Hello, Doctor, we need to see that data so that it will also assist the committee while we shall retreat to make our reports.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I'll let you know. Okay.
Do you have any other document that you might have brought?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So otherwise, we are grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice evening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our